all of the actual work is done in the platform-specific project. We're going to show iOS, but of course you would do this in both iOS and Android. The first thing we're going to do is to add a new file in the iOS project, and we're going to call that MyListViewRenderer. The job of MyListViewRenderer is, as you might expect, to render based on MyListView. We're going to derive MyListViewRenderer from ListViewRenderer. Let's get rid of the constructor, and now we're going to do the bulk of the work here in the platform-specific code. First thing we do is override onElementChanged, and you see that the IDE does a lot of the work for you. After we chain up to the base, we're going to check to see whether the control is null. If it is not null, then we're going to use that control and get its separator color property and set that equal to red by way of the UI kit, which is, of course, specific to iOS. We're going to add one more file to our iOS project, and we're going to call that MyViewCellRenderer. And you see the pattern emerging here, which is that the class is created in the PCL and the work is done on the platform. No surprise, MyViewCellRenderer derives from ViewCellRenderer. Once again, we override a method. This time we override getCell, and the IDE fixes that up for us. What's interesting here is that instead of returning the call to the base, we actually assign a local variable to what we get from calling getCell on the base. And then we're going to set that cell background color equal to red as well. With that done, we can return the cell. It really is as easy as that to create at least a simple custom renderer. Let's go use it in mainpage.xaml. The very first thing we have to do in mainpage.xaml is to create a namespace for local controls. So we'll call that namespace local, and we will set it in the normal way. Now we can use that in our declaration of ListView, changing it to MyListView, and then we can use it in ListView's item template declaration, changing that to MyListView item template. Let's go down to the view cell and do the same thing. Declare it as MyViewCell, and notice how we use the local namespace so that that will be recognized, and MyViewCell.view. Now we need to go to the bottom and close off these end elements. So let's say local MyViewCell, and we're going to grab that, copy that, and use that by pasting to quickly close off MyViewCell and MyListView template and also MyListView. Cleans up all of the XAML, and that is all we have to do there. If we scroll back up to review, we can see that we have put into our XAML MyListView and then used MyListView to get the item template. Similarly, we have MyCellView and MyCellView view. Let's build that and then run it. The simulator comes up, takes us to the first page. Let's scroll up to the top, hit review, and that takes us to our review page where the separator lines now are in fact red.